Alright, maybe third time's a charm. Let's see if this thing actually is streaming this time. Nope, it says starting. Look at that. Okay. I'm live! It's working! Of course, there's all this background noise. I hope everybody can hear it okay. Let's see. Hey, there it is. It's showing up. Okay. Cool. Hey, it's Tom from Inspiration Metalworks. Taking a break. I've been working on the shop move, getting over into this new space, and it's been a long weekend already. I haven't gotten a whole lot of stuff moved yet. A lot of the work that I'm having to do is just getting to the right things and figuring out the plan. I have to hire a forklift. I have to get a large enough trailer to move all of the equipment. Still trying to shake this cough. But yeah, so I thought I'd take a little bit of time and just take a break. I figured, what's the worst thing that could happen? I'll go on live and no one will watch it, and it'll turn into a recording for today, for this week. And so at least if there's something there for everybody. Because frankly, with all the stuff going on with the move, I haven't been doing a whole lot of work as far as the as projects go. I did do a little bit. I don't know. I put a quick video up on Instagram and then realized it's not really showing up that well. Actually, you can see it right now. I've been working on a new product. It's right in front of me. You can see some of them there. And I've been working on that. I did do some of that this week. I wanted to get a good amount of these cut, and actually I've got a stack of them over on the welding table over there, ready to weld up. So that's the other reason why I needed to stop today. Is I have some welding jobs that need to get out the door. That need one of them, in fact, needs to be delivered sometime tomorrow. So I figured it's quiet, get a little bit of work done. So this might be a good time to do it. Looks like there's actually a couple of people even watching. Hey guys. Let's see who's here. Does it show who's watching? No. Doesn't say. Not unless you chat. Well, hi. Oh, numbers are going up. So everybody's getting their first live look at the new space. Do appreciate you guys joining on no notice. If I do more of these live events, which I do intend to do more of these live streams, I'll try and schedule them ahead of time so that we know when we're doing it and things like that. Oh, Steve, hey. All right. I recognize that name. Oh. Okay. Excellent. Let me put a little something in the chat window here too. You saw go. Yeah, I was taking a break, frankly. So Steve, I've been moving the shop into this new space, and I decided that I needed to stop. The back will only hold up for so long, and so I thought this might be a neat little opportunity just to fire this thing up again. I haven't actually done a live stream since the bash, since I ran the one for Stan at the bash. So frankly, after that day, I was done. I needed a break. I definitely needed something. How's this? Yeah. How's this coming through? How's the? I know I've got a 30-second buffer turned on. How's the audio right now? I mean, the AC's running. I got a fan in the background running, helping to circulate air a little bit. I'm using the mic on the laptop because the mic on the camera was a little off. I don't have everything moved yet. I don't have my lav mic or anything like that yet. So, okay, cool. Everything in sync so far? Does it look okay? Of course, as soon as I say that, I stop talking. So, it's hard to check. This is the first time I've done anything like this from this location as well. So I wanted to try and and see how it's doing, because frankly, the bandwidth is okay. This is all the business class. It's AT&T Uverse business internet, so it's making sure that everything's okay. I got lots of people here. Well, there's 4 of you guys here with me. We were up to 6 at one point, but hello everybody. I got Steve and John. Demon Dunk. Who is that? R. Stephen Lang. Okay, hey, cool. All right. Excellent. So I got people from all over the place watching, which is good. That is a pretty good test, because we've got people on the East Coast, the West Coast, all over the place. I'm happy about that. All right. Looks like it's working pretty well. Oh, Duncan. Cool. Oh gosh. Okay. So over in the UK, right? So we're all over the place. How I saw your little test ride today. Was that today that you did that on your recumbent? I really need to pick your brain on that, because after the back surgery, I can't ride regular bicycles anymore. I need to think about that. So the recumbent, your recumbent design has definitely been on the mind lately. So, John, you're organizing your own shop. Okay, well, I tell you what. You know what I can do? Let me switch microphones. I'll switch over to the camera, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour. When I do that, I won't see the chat during that time, so I'll just do a quick thing, because there's a video already on with the tour, but I can show you guys what I'm working on today. I did show a little bit earlier. Got a new product line that I've got coming into play here. It's for although the first person who recognized it was like, "Oh, it's a gun rack," and I looked at it. I'm like, "Yeah, that's actually what we've been calling it," but it's really for barbells. Actually, for the bars themselves for gyms. A lot of what we do here is we make equipment for accessories for gyms. And so we've been working on different ways, different like rack systems, so they can just put the bars that aren't in use, hang them up on the wall and get them out of the way. So I've been working on that. But let me move you around for a second. Let me see here. I'm gonna flip the screen so I can kind of see what's going on. And then, oh wait, let me change audio too. Alright, we just changed audio. Sorry guys, I can only do so many things at once. Right now, I can't see the chat. But, let's swing you around. Loosen this up. Alright. So, not a bad angle, is it? See how this works for everybody. There we go. All right. Yeah. So, put the welding table over here, and let me switch so I can. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat as well. So we got. Oh, Jeff. Hey. Cool. Nice. Good to see you. Or at least see that you're here. So yeah. Some of this stuff right now is just getting organized, right? I've got a ton of things all over. I still haven't brought any of the machines over yet. The first step was just get the welding stuff moved, because I had some immediate needs. I've got 7 or 8 more sets of those racks to get welded out. I just had a rush job come in yesterday, in fact. So I don't know if you guys can see any of this. It's probably blowing everything out, but it's basically louvers, like a vent system. So I've got all the aluminum here. These will form the frame, the outside frame. So we can kind of see, right? We've got the box itself, and this is a 3003 aluminum. So this will form the box. and then the vents, or the louvers. There's also, and this is the fun part, excuse me, I had to run and get it. On the back, I've got this, it's like 80 thousandths thick expanded aluminum that needs to go on this, and I haven't looked yet to see how precisely they cut everything, but I'm not certain yet how this is going to attach. It might get interesting. So that's the rush job for today. All right, let me take a look over here. Email community live stream. A bit off. A little low on audio. Yeah, I switched cameras, so it will be right now. Let me get back over here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm switching right now. We'll get back over to. There we go. That should be okay. That should be okay. Oh, all right. All right. Wow. You know what? That's way up there now. That's way up there now. All right. You know what? Right. You know what? I can. Let's just switch. There we go. We'll cheat. How's that? How's that? Start doing this the right way. The right way. Main camera. That's all fine. Okay. You guys should be seeing me through that one now. Double audio feed? Double audio feed? Is it still double audio? I'm checking right now to make sure. Is it still okay? I know there's a bit of a delay. Let me make sure that I don't have. It's still double audio. Man, I don't have That's weird because I only have the one. One camera on. That's really strange. Let's see. This camera doesn't exist. Right? That one's on. That's an input. It's weird because it's not live on this side of it. It's still sounding. Still showing up. Yeah, that's not even on. The laptop speakers aren't even on. They're muted. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, technology, great. Okay, let's try this. How about now? I just disconnected the other cameras, so there's nothing else. So let's give it just a second. I mean, I basically only have one. Yeah, the camera's off. All I've got is just okay. Yeah, I disconnected the second camera, the one that I was using before. Oh, thanks guys. Sorry about that. I gotta figure that out. It's really weird because in the software where we're doing it, where I can switch cameras and things like that, it allows you to have multiple cameras on at the same time, but I don't. I really only had the one camera on. So that was weird. But it's fixed, so that's the important part. So this is supposed to be a Q&A. Do we have any questions? What kind of things would you guys like to talk about? Because, frankly, I need a break before I get back to all that stuff over there. So, what would you like to know about the new shop, or what's going on, or what's going on in your shop? Duncan, we were talking a little bit about your recumbent. Man, you look like you were flying today, by the way. I mean, it really did in that in the video that you posted earlier today. George, I am right now. I'm in the East Raleigh Garner part of North Carolina. Yeah, I live in Fuquay. I don't know how familiar you are with the area. Oh, you know what? Somebody sent me an email this week, and I meant to find that. Who was that? No, Jared. Okay. There's somebody in North Carolina in Waynesville. So out in the western part of the state. Oh, you're in Salisbury. Cool. All right. Excellent. 25 miles an hour. Duncan, that's faster than I typically want to be riding a bicycle. But I'll take it. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta look into the recumbent design. Even my what do they call it? It's not an upright. I'm trying to think of what it's called. There's a specific design, hybrid, right? So what I have is a hybrid. It's got a really upright riding position, but I don't know. John lost the chat feed, but the video is working. That's weird. The trikes? Okay. Yeah, look at that. One way or another, I'd like to. I mean, I've got an 8-year-old and a toddler, both of whom are very active, and I need to find a way to keep up with them, especially while I've been recovering from the surgery. So, yeah, that would be a good way to do that. So, who else? What else do we have on right now? It's just 12 people. John, you said you were out in the shop today, right? Cleaning up? Oh, you were leaving and coming back, so I might miss him. Let's see. Dan, what are you guys working on today? What's everybody working on today? I know, Duncan, you were doing some refinement on your bicycle. It's actually, gosh, it's got to be 9 o'clock at night there, right? No, it's only 5 hours, so 7:30. The game's on, yeah. You know, I haven't watched any football this season at all. None of the preseason stuff, nothing. Foundation. Oh, yeah. Time for a break. See, if I don't remember, where are you located? I'm trying to remember, because we talked quite a bit, especially at the Bash too. And I know we've traded some messages here and there on different stuff, but give it a second here. So you're in Washington, okay? Work and play. There you go. Yeah, you know, at the house I would typically have a couple of things going, so I got to figure out how I'm going to do that here. Yeah, I'll have an actual office space. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Well, yeah, you can kind of see. All right, so I'm going to point right about here. That area back there, that will be an actual office. So, might do something with that. Changing diapers and feeding the baby. All right, Dan. You know, I'm lucky in that while we're still in the diaper changing phase, my wife actually covers most of that stuff. The restroom, yeah, exactly. Next to it, right next to it. Although that restroom's big, you'd be surprised. It's bigger than my current office, so it would be an upgrade. Be able to close the door, especially when that thing's running. You know, because I'm still gonna be doing my day job, so I do a lot of web conferencing, so video conferencing, like actually kind of like this, but two-way kinds of things. I do that for work, and so I need to be able to block out noise and things like that. So I'll be able to do that. Yeah. So some questions. I've got a question for you guys. Let me grab this print again, and then let's look at something. All right. How many of you guys are fabricators or do any welding? We'll give it a second to catch up, because I would like a sanity check. I'm getting ready to do this design, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see it or not, but I'll try and show it to you. It's similar to what I've got. Bit okay. Yeah, Duncan, I know you do. I've seen your work. All right. Let me switch views so I can make sure I see what you guys are seeing. And then I'd like a sanity check on my approach to this. So this design, let's see. I don't know how well you guys can see this or not. All right, pretty standard aluminum louvers, right? So you've basically got a box with a flange, a lip that goes around it, and then louvers at an angle, right? These will be fixed as opposed to adjustable louvers. And I showed you guys all the parts sitting there, plus engineer by day. Okay, good. I'm thinking about how to actually do the assembly on this, and the reason why I thought I might pick everyone's brain for a minute is it's always nice to see how other people would approach it. I know how I'd plan to do it, but I won't claim to be an expert, right? No matter how long I've been doing things, I always think there's things to learn. So maybe somebody's got something to share that would be useful, or maybe it would be useful for somebody else on the in the video. But my plan on this one, obviously it's aluminum, so lots of tacks, right? I mean that's your basics. But I was thinking about doing the box, just getting the box tacked in place first, right? And then tacking in all of the louvers to make sure that everything is right. Because what I don't know, I didn't cut these. The material came to me already cut, so I've got to do some measuring and make sure that everything is going to line up right. But one of those things, and I'll do a dry fit of everything to make sure, and it looks pretty close. I think the only thing that might be off is actually the flange on the outside. The miters are close. I may have to do a little filling of a gap here and there, but otherwise this is all outside edge joints or fillets, right? So there's no complicated welding in this one at all. But what would you guys do? Does that sound like a good approach? So do the box first, come in and tack, and again, I'm just talking about tack up the box, tack up the louvers to make sure that the louvers aren't either spreading the box out or pulling the box in too much, right? Tack the flanges together and lay that on top of the box to make sure that everything is lining up, and then tack that in place. Once everything's tacked in place, start welding it out. Does that sound... How does that sound? Like for a sanity check. This is one of those things where when you work by yourself all the time, you don't really have anybody else around to bounce ideas off of. So this is kind of a novelty for me, is having somebody else around to say, hey, what do you think? So we'll give that a minute and we'll see what everybody thinks about it. And either everybody is... Oh, Duncan says yeah, yep, that's the way he would work it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a pretty solid approach. I mean, I'd like to think it is, but like I said, everybody's got such diverse experience that there's always somebody's always got some new little gem, right? There's some little nugget of knowledge where it's like, oh, hey, this is how this person would do it, and you pick up these things. That's what I love about this community is learned so much, just little things. Yeah, Steve, that was I asked for that, and I was told they couldn't source the material. So, so some of this is, and the reason why I'm making this as opposed to the person just buying off the shelf, which is what I asked in the first place. Like, why you're going to pay 3 times as much for me to make this as it would cost just to buy it off the shelf. It's going into a building that they can't modify, and it's an unusual size that they need, and so it's the custom size. But yeah, that's what I would have done, or that's what I asked for in the first place. Do you think it would make sense then to basically tack it into the angles first, and then tack the box together that way? I'm just curious what everybody thinks. I feel like it might be a little, that approach might, if it had already been in angles, then it would be great, but it might introduce a little bit more, create the angles first. Interesting. Okay. There's with the miters line up perfect. Yeah, they weren't. Dan, I definitely know that those miters, they were eyeballed. I watched the guy do it on the shear, and they're not right. Even though I know I can set them on the table and they match, they're not totally right. So Steve, you'd create the angles first, huh? Interesting. Okay. Why? Makes it a little more rigid to tack the louvers. All right, that's fair enough. That's a good reasoning. I'll take that. Ah, okay. Even from just the tags. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was wondering about. As far as like, I don't know if the louvers are all cut the same width, but what I don't know is if the width of the box is going to be right. Interesting. See, like I said, always something to learn. All right. Well, look, we're hitting a half an hour on this stream already, and I've been sitting on my butt for too long. I need to get these projects done and not just talk about them. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up here in just a couple of minutes. Are there any other questions? Anything that anybody wanted to ask about the shop or about what's been going on, or anything they wanted to share before I wrap this up? We'll give it just a second. And Steve, thank you very much for the feedback. I think I'll try it that way. John, useless chat window here. Oh man, I'm sorry. You know, I'm torn. What do you guys think about the whole YouTube live stream thing in general? It worked really well when we did the bash as far as the interactions go. At least I thought it did. But I'll be honest with you, I had the stream on one machine and I did all my chat with the phone. I actually joined the session, just like you guys did. Steve says he sees your chat. I'm seeing your chat, John, but there's other, like, I've been following a couple of guys that have moved over to Twitch to do this kind of thing. It's got a pretty nice interface, I think, but I don't know. I mean, Twitch to me has always been much more for like the live gaming and stuff like that, and they're just getting into doing other types of live streams. So okay, well, I've gotten good feedback overall about live. Twitch.tv, Steve, you can check that out. It is It's another streaming service, but really, like 99% of what's there is the it's gaming, like live streams of like Xbox or PlayStation, stuff like that. Here or Facebook. Okay. New phone, latest OS. Oh, poor John. Yeah, I don't know, John. I mean, that's just weird. All right. Well, I think what I'll do, I gotta think about this a little bit. Whether I'll start scheduling these regularly or not. It seems to be stabilizing. That double audio thing, I gotta figure that out. But in general, it seems like things are getting a little bit better. So, yeah, John, I'm with you on the whole how many accounts you have. I mean, I've already got you've already got to have accounts for this and Facebook and Instagram and all this other stuff, and it just it's too much. So yeah, I'm with you on that. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who joined, especially since this one was just off the cuff. Hey, let's try live streaming today, and was not planned. So yeah, single sign on. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'll talk to you about that later, though, Steve. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day, good evening in Duncan's case, and thank you guys very much. And I will catch up with everyone again soon. Again, I will try and make sure that I schedule this in advance, at least 2 to 3 days in advance next time. So we'll make sure everybody knows it's happening. All right, I guess it's time to get to work on this Louvers. Thanks for all the feedback today. Appreciate it, and take care. See ya.